man, with some of that sweet, sweet trash. Can't get enough of it. I'm the trash man. I eat nothing but trash. Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. Today we're playing an early look at Death Trash, an action-adventure RPG post-apocalyptic with cosmic horrors. This game has a lot going on. Thank you to the devs for an early look at this. You guys can wishlist it now. It has a Steam page. Release date TBD. I see screenshots of this game pop up on Twitter and stuff. It looks so cool. Planet Nexus, centuries after the bleeding. Ooh, I always like when post-apocalyptic games have a name for whatever the event was. Amongst remnants of old civilizations. Bleeding, that's a cool one. Humanity rests in silent cities. Oh man, the use of color in this game is already unreal. While machines wander, passing judgment. That machine has a hardcore face, and the outcasts try to survive. Ooh, okay. There's a little bit of a character crafting here. Hardiness, strength, finesse, occultism, which that's the first one that doesn't make sense, so allows using abilities that communicate with the flesh. Ooh. Increase focus energy for all abilities. Cybertech allows using most forms of implants and tech abilities, and empathy influences some interactions with other characters. Well, it's post-apocalyptic, so being hardy in my mind is always a good thing. Strength, better melee weapons, more crits. I won't worry about range stuff, I suppose. The occultism was weird enough that I'm going to go with it, and we'll put a little bit of empathy in there. Skills, melee, blunt. Yeah, let's get some blunt weapon melee in there. Maybe just one. We're still playing around with things. We'll see. I'm gonna leave my basic weapons like as is. Different things. Animalism. I like that. Creativity. Unlocks dialogue options. Alright, that is quite interesting. Stealth is always good. And we can try and pickpocket some people. It feels like a reasonably fun distribution of stats. Always just nice when you can come up with whatever the heck you want. Ooh, I always like having whatever the first instinct is for a character name. Trusted. It's like Tristan, but, you know, trustworthy. You can trust me. I'm not going to try and, like, weasel my way around dialogue options or pick your pocket while you're not looking. You can trust in. It's perfectly reasonable. You guys don't have to worry a thing about it. Ooh, I also like, in something like this, just doing, like, a blind character assignment. Like, sometimes it's fun to really see what the options are, what's on display, and really go for something really highly specific. Here, I'm just randomizing it. There we go. As pasty white as can be, so that's good for sure. Gotta wear those sunglasses to avoid the glare of your own skin reflecting back into your eyes. What looks to be like a sick mullet, and then like, I don't know, like a nutcracker's uniform. Like one of those tin soldiers, whatever you're gonna call them. You know what? I kind of like it. This is my favorite result of that process that I've maybe ever had. And maybe that just means the game has good character customization. Maybe any character would have looked cool, you know? Trash! Guys, it's like the title of the game. Now if I just died right here, that would be it. It would be like the movie moment of when they say the title of the movie. Hello. Hi there. Welcome, former citizen. I am no longer. I have been cast out of this role. It looks like the operation has been successful. Do you remember who you are? Yes, I do. That is fortunate. We still take interest in your well-being. Aw, mommy robot looking after us. However, you have to leave us now. The danger of a possible contamination cannot be ignored. Getting kicked out of the nest immediately after. Please don't try to return to your old habitat. We've put security measures in place to prevent this. What security? What happens to me now? Where should I go? That is not for us to answer. You're free to go anywhere, as long as you don't try to enter a habitat. Here is all relevant info for you in written form in case you forget. Citizenship revoked. Didn't you already say I was a former citizen? Now you're doubling down on that? I was a former citizen with their citizenship revoked? I'm a negative citizen now, lesser than any ever before. We encourage you now to follow the surface integration course, but you're free to leave anytime you want. They said not to enter any habitats. I don't know if they meant below ground or above ground or whatever, because obviously I want to run around and start like knocking on doors. I'll take the course, sure. If you're offered, it's a freebie. Alright, just continue towards section 1 then. Thank you, Enforcer number 9. Please maintain peaceful behavior. Yeah, well, I'll take your advice. Wait, you're not allowed to go back to the habitat? You would risk contaminating the other citizens. Oh, now I'm a citizen again, are I? To prevent this, your life will be terminated if you enter the prohibited zone. Please leave this corridor. So obviously I need to equip myself with weaponry and fight my way out of there, right? That's like gotta be. The surface integration course is standard procedure to teach you basic survival skills. Please take caution. The course disables safety limits to better prepare you for the world outside. Good luck, former citizen. And goodbye. I suppose I'm a former citizen as of now. As of that official revocation? Revokal? Well, I'm seeing a lot of blood and things. I'm kind of curious if this course is just me being executed. Pick up nano health. I am quite injured. Quick, that did not heal. Oh, you have to hold. There we go. Light combat vest. I was hoping it would be visual, but with this sort of hand-done pixel art, I would have been surprised if it would be. I'm guessing the trash will be useful for scraps. To like build or upgrade things, maybe. This probably used to be a bed. That's still a lot of flesh. What is this place? Yeah, we better grab up some meat and organs. I don't know, that might end up being like our breakfast or something. Ooh. There's, we got a lot going on here. I didn't have the vest equipped. Now I'm set. I can eat those for health? That's gross. Citizen, we are sad to inform you that you were unfit to continue living among us. What did I do? Among us as a phrase is just ruined forever, isn't it? Effective immediately, your citizenship has been revoked. You have been released to the surface world to continue your life separate from our universal society. Please follow the regulations of the free world. Do not, under any circumstances, enter a settlement of the universal society. 2. Do not reproduce. If you break any of these rules, you will be terminated. If you need advice on how to live your life on the surface, please ask an integration assistant for more info. We wish you a happy life outside of our society. Thanks, guys. Y'all are so generous. It seems like you really are looking out for me there. This machine looks like it's connected to the door. Please refill organic lubricant. These machines run on meat? The fuck's that supposed to mean? That's the appropriate response. I suppose I could enter some self-made lubricant here? Don't spit in the mouth of the machine, you sexual deviant, you. But I don't have any yet. Ugh. Med ingredients. There's some broken tools here. Nothing useful, though. Oh, God. Puke? I can just puke anywhere? Pick up some of your own puke? Why was that an option? Warm and moist. I thought I was just going to cram organs in there, and that was gross? This is worse. I do not like that. Well, here we go. Peeing in it would have been less gross. Hey, it worked. I don't know why that was your instinct, dude. I'm genuinely kind of impressed by your ability to puke on command, though. Never seen anything like it before. Oh, the notes have become a crafting resource. Confirmation that that's also what the trash is for. Unknown brain implant. Belongs to you now. and unknown affliction. You were cast out of the universal society because of this. Whatever this is. I'm liking the way in which this game is like posing questions. Don't know what that is. It's just unfolding in a very intriguing way and like slowly. A wooden cudgel. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that biz. I could cudge anyone who comes a-looking. Oh yeah, hook me up with some of that sweet, sweet trash. Can't get enough of it. I'm the trash man. I eat nothing but trash. What's Frank Reynolds' like main deal? Yeah, let's smash up those bits into smaller bits. I'm not a fan of the big pulsing bits. Pick up the rifle and ammo. Now we're really set. Now we truly can't be stopped, can we? Oh yeah, I don't have to specifically equip ammo. Oh, cool. You just kind of... The second you aim, it brings out your gun. You don't, like, switch between weapons. Melee attack button, melee attack. Aim, brings that back out. Melee attack. There's no switching. And I think the way that that's put together is quite good. Ooh, we're getting our first little creepy crawlies in the back there. I have to shoot these? Oh, that was it reloading. Gotcha. Was quite confused by that. Perhaps I will stick with the ranged for a minute at least while I get familiar with things. A stealth module. Cloaks you from being immediately seen by other characters. Like a cloak? Is that what we're calling a stealth module? Oh, I do have to activate it. StarCraft Ghost. You know what? I'm going melee. Backstab. Awesome. I'm realizing that I think the combat is a little bit more like you have to be prepared to get out of the way and like run. So just kind of sitting there and taking the hits is not a good option, and it's probably not the way you should play the game. But I'll run in for a quick hit and then bail because it wasn't going well at all. I'm never going to remember to reload in this game. If it doesn't do it automatically and I always have to do it, I'm so rarely going to remember. I got kind of messed up. Med ingredients, that's good, right? Is that... Oh, it's probably just crafting. No. Alright, well, guys, I'm ready to go to the surface now. I think I've really nailed my training. Feel free to call off all the bad guys and, you know, like, let me out. I've earned it. I've proven how capable I am. I feel very vulnerable. Oh, damn it. No, I want to go back. I feel like I couldn't decide which one of these two options it was trying to lead me to first. Oh. Now I'm... oh, God. That was an accident. Put your shit away, dude. You know, don't label yourself as a threat like that. Holy shit. I like, don't know where I should be going to first. Oh. Am I back into where I got kicked out of? I think so. These guys are going to be pissed if I talk to them, right? No. You've been given your status. We encourage you to follow the integration course. I want to leave now. Okay. He's just trying to send me out of there. Oh, okay. You could skip right through to that way if you don't want to go through the other way. Okay. I thought they were going to be like, what are you doing back here? And open fire on me. There's a temptation to try and book it out of there, but I might die. And I don't know if this game would issue like a full game over. And that's something I don't want. So I'll just go... I'll go through the front door. The way they intended. I don't feel so well. Is all that puking you've been doing? Gross. Well, you better pick that up. Could be useful again. I should get this fixed. Oh, I guess that is his, like, affliction. Maybe there's a doctor out there somewhere. New quest contaminated. Well, yeah, there's some shit that's not going well. out here, just looking around. That's what I needed. Good stuff. Are you bad? Because I don't want to just immediately open fire on, like, the first thing I see. But I'm a little suspicious. They're very actively running from me. Can we talk? Fuck. Or is it more just like, fuck? Squealing away. That's a lot of flesh. What kind of animal are you? I did take, like, one animal husbandry or whatever it was. What do you do all day? I try and communicate with it, I think. Animal. You know, not human? Human. That's me. Human. What are you, though? Animal. Human. Okay. I guess that could fit. It's a lot of flesh. Flesh, lot, living. What do you eat? Living, small, big. Humans too? Living. I see. So what do you do all day? Pondering. What about life? Eternity? Oh, that's totally a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Spend all day pondering on life, eternity, happiness, and everything. Maybe not quite. Maybe it's not quite a reference. What else could there be? You know, the deep thought, the supercomputer that's trying to determine the meaning of life. Friendship, society, amusement. What the hell? You have friends? Friends? You? Yeah, we can be friends if you want to be. I certainly don't want to be your enemy. Oh, yes. Of course we are. Friend. Search friends? You want more. Search friends. Alright, I can do that. I might as well take that on. The Flesh Kraken and friends. Ew, Flesh Kraken is a disturbing name, even more so than the imagery. Probably won't be easy, though, considering your circumstances. How about you, though? Oh, you know what? Weapon away? Weapon? No weapon? Let me just clear out some stuff for you. Ready to talk? They were totally just scared of the gun. That's really cool. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? Could ask you the same. I live here and guard the Flesh Kraken. Now, what are you doing here? I totally would have had the option to shoot them, I think. I think the game has, like, that level of freedom. I came from back there. The facility. You came through the door? That's working? Yeah, you guys are like we're like feet away from each other, and apparently we're entirely unaware of each other's worlds. Apparently, you know about the machines down there? No, didn't know there were any. Will you hurt me? No. I'm glad. I wouldn't hurt you either. I just care for the Flesh Kraken. I like when a game tells you specifically when a branch would have happened, because there's like a feeling of when it just appears and it doesn't inform you that it's a special option, and you would have had to have played through the game multiple times with different characters to learn what is and isn't a branching point. You like don't know what you're missing. Whereas here I'm like, I'm missing something. I have a reason to come back to it. So I always prefer this as the setup. About your Flesh Kraken, it's not mine. Look, you can talk to him if you want. He's a bit moody these days. The Kraken needs friends. You think? I mean, he's stuck here. I suppose he might like to have someone to talk to other than me. He can't get out? Oh, did he like teleport in or something and like ended up halfway through a cliff wall? No, and I don't know how they got him in there in the first place. I just take care of him. Do you know of other beings that are similar to him? I heard rumors about an eye as big as a house and mountains of flesh, but I don't know where they are. Maybe you could ask around Taurus. It's to the east of here. Well, that's one place to start out on then. We never even traded names, did we? That's a shame. We probably could have had a little chat. Got to know each other a little better than that. It must be the cool shades. It's intimidating. Too big of a tough guy, that green mullet. This game has local co-op? Or at least, like, one day will, if not now? Wow. Ooh. As if there wasn't enough reason to be excited for this game. Something weird as shit like this would be so cool to play with someone. Make those decisions between the two of you. That very, like, live style of combat where you're really, like... You really have to be able to dance and move around and weave in and out and everything. If you had two of you trying to do it together, oh, I'm all for that. The odds of me returning to this game upon full release have grown exponentially. I was already quite curious in what it might look like to play out the full game. Doesn't look important. I think it's vaguely currently set for a 2021 release date, nothing more specific than that. Oh, here we go, down at the bottom. It's nice that it has these big blue patches to make it obvious where you would enter another area. Outside. I was still technically not even out of everything yet. I can quickly select equipment. In case I really felt that I needed some flesh. Gross. I think I'll just stick with that. Oh, I guess if these are also means of healing. Just crunch on down. Alright, well, you know, I guess. That grosses me out a little bit. But I did really need to heal, so... to get a rough map of the area, including exits. Okay, that's a decent map, and it matches up to anything I have explored myself. It's not entirely... Like, I don't have to go discovering a map in order to have access to it. I have that immediately. Artworks could be great to unwind in the evening, have a little something nice to look at. Someone else who lost their citizenship. If I were to read it, is it the exact same? Oh, you can memorize it. Commit it to memory. It is the same. It's the same deal. No new info. I was curious if they were like maybe feeding everyone a slightly different story. I'm trying to be real careful with my stamina and my ammo, because I assume both are limited. There's not really... I was trying to do like a big wind-up attack. It doesn't seem to have anything like that. Hexen Finger. Discovered that somewhat accidentally. Trash and brains. Can't have enough of those. No, good to always stay fully loaded up. Brains... Did they just qualify as organs? No. They're a crafting resource. Perhaps we can make our own zombie or something. Does he have just like a mask? Or is he like a cyborg flesh golem? He's wearing clothes. So it's not entirely... It's not just spawned out of nowhere. Like, humans made it, right? It's not like some sort of weird thing that has happened due to some occult something or other. Like, I think that would explain why there's, like, the humanoid quality and the fact that them looking humanoid, that's one thing, but the clothes. I feel like that has to be a clue to something. What am I trying to do here? Come here, cutie? Did I just, like, tame that thing? Excuse me while I check my inventory. Kill? Drop? Potential salvage? No, I'm gonna hang on to my little flesh worm. And his name will be... Ronson? Ronson the worm? Floyd Ronson. Yeah, Ronson's a last name. It would have to be. Floyd Ronson. I'll hang on to him forever. For the entirety of this campaign, or at the very least the extent of a demo. This character's never leaving my side. Unless someone wants to trade me for like a Raichu or something, then I'm sorry, Floyd, but I think you're getting kicked to the curb. I wouldn't be able to turn that down. Seems like too good of a deal. They're going to go ahead and sell themselves short like that. You're great and all, Floyd. But you've got to prove yourself before I'm willing to really stick my neck out for you. Scout commands and knowledge fragment. Here's where we'll start learning a bit more outside of our own immediate experience. Travel west from Taurus and look out for any signs of the big ones. So Taurus is where we're heading towards, to the east. They were heading out towards the Kraken, I'm guessing. Report back if you find one. Don't approach it. Be careful. The mutants, so that's what our guys in clothes are, seem to be very aggressive lately. Something's riling them up, and it's probably going to get worse. From the Eye, so the Eye is writing out messages for people. A knowledge fragment grants 50 experience. Entangled wisdom, thoughts structured and broken. What about all this other stuff, like booze, refreshing, and intoxicating? Will have an intoxicating effect. Let's chug it down. Fuck yes. Blah. Blah. Ability has a cooldown. Alright, I'll just pick that back up then. I just kind of figured, you know, I could probably start puking left, right, and center if I chugged down some raw, unmixed booze. Really putting that liver to the test. I can't. I'm gonna use the gun a little bit here. Just a little bit, not fully. They scared me a little bit. They looked bigger. Maybe that was a regular size. Maybe that was a very standard mutant, and I'm just panicking. We're having to chug a lot of flesh. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the amount that I seem to have to consume. It's a little concerning, I must say. So, a big old map. A bunch of stuff that we can't explore currently, but you can even start to see, like, the Wound Land. That's kind of cool. And a bunch of areas that presumably you can't actually access? Cancel? It's gonna let me, like, move around quite freely like this? Can I can access these demo areas? No, seemingly not. Alright, Taurus it is. Which maybe this little circle of, it looks like something. Oh, cool, there's like a little bit of discovery as you start moving around things. I would like to go in here now, please. I'd enter, arrive, depart. Okay. Let's see what we've found. Taurus. Excellent. That was a unfamiliar form of, like, navigation. It seemed cool. It seemed intuitive. And I would very much appreciate it in the full game. That you have your kind of little individual areas to explore and move around in. But then you can kind of, like, it's not quite fast travel. It's like a fast travel that you have some control over, and like there's a level of discovery. Do you know what it reminds me of all randomly unexpected games? Is Battle Block Theater. Nope, that's not true. Pit People. That's the game that had something kind of like that. Alright, we'll go with that cabin first. I was curious what Purple Hair was up to. Let's put the weapon away, move back to non-threatening, try and raid their cabinet. That was cool, the way that dissolved. I wish I were still in Cyberwomb. Everything's bland out here. I never get tired of eating meat. The flesh provides. Oh, interesting. Everyone is just sustaining themselves on these flesh monsters that no one really understands. In the society we were in, that must be where we're getting our sustenance as well, and that's why there was those big, like, flesh areas where presumably they get, like, hacked up. It's obvious that nobody has used this bed in years. The sheets are still clean. But down in the cellar, what you guys hiding away from us down here, huh? Oh shit, we didn't just wander into one of the society things we agreed to, like, never go back to, did we? I thought no, I picked pickpocket instead of lockpick. Dang it. I was very curious. I wanted to know what was inside. Are these things not, no, they're violent. They will attack. I'll come say hi, I suppose. A visitor. What are you doing here? See, this guy's quite pale, and it pales in comparison to how pale my guy is. Examining the flesh, the machines, finding out about our place among them. but my current studies are mostly focused on the flesh. I wonder, what's your perception of all the forms of meat around us? It's just there. There's a lot of it. It's free food. Yeah, that is kind of my main takeaway so far. I guess it is. My general observation would be that it's unusual and we cannot discern where it comes from. Is a highly unique take on the cause of a post-apocalyptic scenario would be humans trying to like take society to the next level with like lab-grown meat. And if they created this form of flesh that like self-clones and grows and like never stops and like stem cells and stuff and spins out of control and like it turns into like the blob that ate everything, and then it kind of started to gain like sentience. I might be filling in a bit too much of the story myself. That might not quite be what it is, but that's new. That's not something I ever would have seen before. It's not zombies. It's not a nuclear wasteland. It's different. And if this game, presumably, seemingly, has a new take on what a post-apocalypse would or could be, I'm into that. Its origin is what I'm concerned about, and its connection to the infections and mutations. I also like that people are armed and defending themselves, but so far, people are like reasonable. Strangers are willing to interact. It's not just a roving band of chaos where everyone's trying to kill each other all the time, every man for themselves. It's like, no, humans naturally would band together and do their best to like reform society. I was cast out from the habitat because I'm contaminated. Could this be related? Interesting. There are no visible signs of any illness. Yeah, I'm gonna puke right on this guy's feet. How's that for a visible sign? How do you feel? Pretty normal, most of the time. Occasionally, sickness overcomes me and I have the urge to vomit. Alright, those could be the first signs of your metabolism changing. Anything else? Can you examine me? You have any idea where to get a friend for a big meat guy? Made any progress recently with your studies? Examination, maybe. Yes, I would be willing to. Get naked. This is quite interesting for me too, you know. That's a hell of a peen you got on you there. Love checking one out now and again. I happily do it for free. You would be the first case I could study that's still in a very premature state. Very exciting. Yeah, but what's the end state, man? I don't know where I'm headed here. Premature. So you have an idea what this leads? Where? No, don't know at this point. A mutation, perhaps. I could be turning into a mutant. That would be like an obvious direction. Is there a cure? I don't think so. But first things first. I'm not fully equipped to perform human cell study. I'm gonna need a medical scanner and some octagon fluid. That sounds made up. Maybe you could get a scanner from the doctor here in Taurus. Tell him it's for me, Mortis. Mortis sounds like the name you would give a tortoise. But I'm guessing it's also because he's like kind of like a mortician, because he's like a morbid guy dealing with flesh and things, Mortis. I'm guessing that's kind of the etymology they were going for. And there's no octagon fluid around here. You'll have to search around one of the old facilities to the north. Last but not least, it would be helpful if you could get some mutant brain tissue. I do have that at least. Under the microscope. Alright, I'll have a look. I felt the need to chime back in. I thought it would be funny to round out the video of me spinning in circles as you know the end cards are fading out, and then I would kind of just be like, oh, I'm gonna puke and then run around in circles and puke and stuff and it'll be funny. And then I did it, and then this guy puked too because it was gross, and then I like walked in my puke and I think that grossed him out, and now he's kind of losing his mind a little bit and like all of this is gross and he just keeps puking. So we're getting like a pretty hefty free supply of pukes here. I'm really loaded up on pukes, and he just keeps going. I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize you were gonna like react so poorly. You spend all day around flesh that seemingly doesn't rot somehow, but that's what makes you puke, and now it's never gonna end. I'm so sorry. But at least for myself, in case anything else ever comes looking, can't have enough of those for more organic wet fuel or whatever it was it asked for that one time. I now know that Mortis is my guy. It's just that he gave me a free checkup and infinite puke. He just keeps on giving, doesn't he? All right, now I'll let things wrap up. My understanding actually is that this demo has like on the scale of a couple hours of content. Like there's a lot to see and do. And so I think what I would rather do, just kind of for the sake of what could one day become a comprehensive, like, full series, the Nexus, Flesh Nexus is calling you. Alright, before I wrap up the episode, we gotta see what the shit this is all about. Try to answer? No one reacts to you. Maybe I need, like, better charisma or something first. Well, I don't really want to attack that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But in the interest of potentially turning this one day into like a full series, whether that be co-op or what have you, I'm going to leave this here. And depending how things go, perhaps it turns into part 1 and we carry on from this point. But yeah, I'm going to leave it in like this kind of partially finished state because I'm curious enough about the full game that I think like a demo is going to leave me with more questions than answers. And so we'll leave it in this kind of early state and go from there. Thank you all so much for watching. Wishlist this game. It looks incredible, like kind of unlike anything else I've seen or played. It's very distinct, and that is difficult to achieve nowadays. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.